The 2022 NFL Draft is going to boast a very impressive defensive line group. I mean, there's going to be a ton of edge rushers. The class is huge, and the DT class might have a top 10 talent. Like, this defensive line class, don't sleep on it. It's really good, and we're going to go over today what's crack-a-lackin'. It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So, quick reminder, these are all the guys that I mentioned here, are all the guys that I have evaluated right now. So if your guy, you don't see him or hear him featured on the list, let me know in the comment section below. I do my deep dive during the summer, and I'd love to take a look at some of the guys that y'all think are going to be pretty darn good. And we're going to start with the defensive line class, starting with DeMarvin Leal, baby. He boasts elite power, athleticism, and the dude, he's got a really good twitch about him. Like, he's a former 5-star, who would have thought? Great hand usage. This is probably his strongest feature, in my opinion. He has a variety of different ways that he wins with his hands, whether it's a swipe move, simple bull rush, push-pull, little tugboat. The guy just wins in a variety of different ways, and I think what's most impressive, because he's 6'4", 290, but how Texas A&M deploys him, it's basically on the edge. He's lined up 375 times of his almost 500 snaps outside of the tackle. Like, the dude, with all due respect, he probably could play edge if he wants to. I think he's gonna be I think he's gonna have no problem playing interior, and he's gonna be pretty darn good, like potential 3-4 end. So I like Leo a lot, man. I'm a big fan. And he's the only guy I have a first-round grade on of this defensive tackle class. There's just a bunch of other guys I have questions about. We're going to start with Haskell Garrett out of Ohio State. Former 4-star recruit out of the, 2017 recruiting class. He had the second highest win rate of interior players last year, 17.9%. You'll see a lot of edge players. Really, if you're going to crack it in the NFL, you want to be around that 18% win rate. He was sitting there playing the interior, very strong hands. He can stand up guys and push them back. Love it. Big thing is, though, he's never played more than 307 snaps in a season. And last year was those 307 snaps. So it's just question, can this guy be a 3-down player? We'll get back to the video in a sec, but go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Obviously, indulge in that nice football discourse we have down there. My nose is a little red, I'm a little stuffy, my allergies are going off, so hopefully I don't sound too nasally during the rest of this video. And then Phidarian Mathis out of Alabama. Who would have thought? There's an Alabama cat on the list. I will mention actually a couple other Alabama guys later on, but he greatly improved as a pass rusher last season. He's really just been used, though, in a rotation role. He could see a bigger role this year with Christian Barmore obviously gone. Stellar run stuffer. He just brings power that's hard to match for any offensive lineman. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year with him. I know Bama, they love to shuffle their stinking defensive line, so I don't know. We'll see. Perion Winfrey coming here at number 4. Former JUCO transfer. Last year was his first year with the Boomer Sooners, baby. But another pass rushing threat on that line. You're going to see other guys like, Nick Benito, Isaiah Thomas from Oklahoma that are going to be featured on the edge list. But this guy, he might not have the sack total. Like, he sat at a healthy 0 last year. But he constantly created pressure. He had 27 pressures. And the thing is, he was taken off the field a ton on running downs. So we saw Christian Barmore. Apparently, he fell because teams thought he couldn't play the run, which I don't get that. So I don't know, maybe if he sees more snaps this season, but he's definitely one of the top guys in this list. He might take a hit in snaps, though, because they do return Jalen Redmond, who opted out last season. But that guy's got a very small sample size. Yeah, I got him on my rankings, but he's like sitting at like 20. So, he's going to be a tough eval until he plays, obviously. Tyler Davis out of Clemson. This dude is pretty legit, man. He split time between nose and 3-tech, so I love to see that little bit of versatility. Solid run stuffer with a pretty decent pass rush win rate over the last 2 seasons, so makes it on the list. Jordan Davis, though, started number 6. This guy just doesn't win against the pass. The way Georgia deploys him, asks him to do, they ask him to constantly run stuff. Eat space. Once you verify, yes, indeed, it is a pass play, then you may go after, the quarterback, which kind of sucks. Yeah, it hurt his numbers. You didn't see a lot of pressure from him. In a passing league, you want to see a guy emerge as a pass rusher, but he is the best pure run stuff and nose tackle in this class. Easy, 6'6", 330. I'm surprised he didn't come out this past season. Corey Durden, though, I think he could make a big rise. He's transferring to NC State, and he could have a huge year. We know the NFL talent that NC State has been pumping out on the defensive line. You've seen guys like James Smith Williams, Akeem McNeil Lee McNeil this past season. So huge fan. He's a grad transfer from Florida State. One of the many prospects that fell out of favor with Coach Norvell there. Screw that guy, dude. How dare he do that to Tamorrion Terry? Well, it happened to Corey Durden as well, so he decided to, instead of just declaring for the draft, he decided to transfer. Very much, this guy is like a bull in a china shop. 45 pressure, 7 sacks in 2019. He has huge pass rushing upside. If he could show that this season, big leap, probably a day 2 guy. And then Kobe Whiteside was a guy I was actually pretty huge on last year, but he kind of suffered from he got hurt. Then he returned later on in 2020, just didn't look healthy when playing. So that kind of sucked. If you remember, he was in one of my mock drafts, first round. Yeah, I was pretty high on the guy. Still am, though. He looked very, very good. In 2019, playing alongside Jordan Elliott, and he looked really good at the beginning of 2020. He's a 5th-year senior, and he dominated Tennessee and Alabama. You may be like, okay, Tennessee, whatever, but they had some talent on that line, man, with Cade Mays and Trey Smith. But he dominated Alabama. He had a 17% win rate against both those schools. Ridiculous. He again got hurt, didn't look healthy. Very impressed with him. Just the versatility. This guy was able to play anywhere from nose to 5-tech. So a guy that could have a big increase with a year that's fully healthy. Zachary Carter was another sleeper I talked a lot about last year. I was pretty high on because he used to be a former edge. That he put on 30 pounds, and he looked great last year at the beginning. Started off real hot, but then really slowed down the stretch, man. Especially against better offensive lines like LSU, Bama, Oklahoma. Still love the dude's versatility. I just want to see a bit more consistency now in his second full season playing the interior. And then finally, Jermaine Lowell out of Arizona State, man. He's actually low-key one of the better 3-techs in this class. He does have a lot of versatility to him because Arizona State, they did just have a scheme change last season. So he was playing a edge 5-tech role the year before. Then they moved him a little closer to the 3-tech. He was playing nose, and then they moved him out to the 3-5-tech last season. The dude, he has been a very good run stuffer, proved as a pass rusher in 2020, piled up 18 pressures, 4 sacks through only 4 games. Stupid Pac-12. Yeah, man, full season. Watch out for this guy to make a big leap. And then let's rattle off some other guys that I have here on my rankings. Jordan Williams, former Clemson DT, grad transfer. He's going to be at Virginia Tech. I don't expect much from him, honestly. Thomas Booker used to be an edge talent, put on a lot of weight. Now he's playing interior there at Stanford. A lot of people like this guy. I I don't know. I want to see more. And then I have both Alabama prospects, DJ Dale and LeBron Ray. LeBron Ray, I like him a lot, but I'm pretty sure he's like a fifth, maybe a 6-year senior potentially. I have to do a little more digging, but the dude's very versatile, and it doesn't matter what scheme he plays in. You love that scheme versatility. Zach Pickens out of South Carolina was a guy I actually liked a lot. Just want to see a bit more consistency next season, especially that South Carolina defensive line is scary. And then Dion Noville, who I so thought was going to come out. I don't know what is he going to gain, return to North Texas and just dominating lesser competition for another year. But he is, and here he is on the list. Jalen Redfield, I kind of already mentioned a little bit. Christopher Hinton out of Michigan. Got to see more of that guy. He seems particularly interested. Some people are very high on him. Ricky Bob out of Central Florida. Actually played a lot more on the outside than the interior. Robert Cooper out of Florida State has been a very consistent run stuffer for Florida State, but he's probably no more than that. And then we got Myron Togovaleo Amoso out of Notre Dame. He's kind of an undersized. He plays kind of like the 5-tech role. He's an undersized interior player, though. Niles Pickens was a former Clemson guy, transfer to Minnesota, probably. Not much to say there. He's probably an undrafted free agent. Dante Stills, who is the brother of Darius Stills, who went as an undrafted free agent, and I'm pretty sure that his brother will be the same. He is not the prospect of his brother. I thought his brother was a lot more productive. Dante, not so much. He's probably an undrafted free agent as well. Let's talk about the edge class, and of course, we're going to talk about... Where you at? Oh, yeah. Different page. Kayvon Thibodeaux, dude. Former 5-star recruit. Second overall in the 2019 recruiting class. Scary get off and bend. Easily probably the best in his class at that. And the dude, it took a couple of games to get rolling, but when he got rolling in 2020, he was darn near unstoppable. Ask Elijah Vera Tucker. Elijah Vera Tucker allowed 12 pressures and a sack to this guy. That's not an indictment on what I think of AVT as a tackle. That's how good Thibodeaux is, dude. Easily a top 5 talent in this class. And Golden Stars, again, remember, those are first down prospects. And these 5 I got first round. Did I say first down? First round prospects. These guys I consider first rounders. Drake Jackson, I'm sipping the Kool-Aid. I'm on there. Former top recruit in the 2019 class. 43 pressures, 7 sacks on 518 pass rush snaps through 2 seasons. He has displayed an elite combination of power, explosiveness. The dude's got a ridiculously great bend. And it's just, he has flashed that high-end play. I just need him to show it more consistently. So if he takes that leap in 2021, then yes, dude is going to be easily probably like a top 10 to top 15 talent. Zach Harrison, still high on the cat, former top recruit out of the 2019 class. Dude, that 2019 class, recruiting class, kind of a banger. Solid run stuffer with a big pass rushing upside, 22 pressures and 2 sacks on 144 pass rushing snaps, a great win rate. He's got great frame, ideal frame and length for the position. And then Zion Topoiloa Betty out of Washington. This is my guy, man. He's coming in weighing at 6'3", 280. If you thought Joe Tryon had a great bull rush, if you thought he was stupid strong, check out ZTF right here, man. He's like, hold my beer and watch, basically. Stupid strong, exploded last season. Really, this guy just needs to show a bigger sample size. We've only seen him over 384 snaps. But last season, through 4 games, he had 7 sacks, 20 pressures, and that was only on 95 pass rusher snaps. If he dominates again like he did this year, yo, watch out for this kid. Nick Bonito, man, he's a bit of an undersized pass rusher, 6'3", 238. I remember going into the 2020 season, I thought he was going to move to I really thought he was going to move to like inside linebacker or at least weak side linebacker, but no, dude, they still use this guy on the edge. It's ridiculous. Like, he's a very interesting prospect given his size and his involvement in coverage. Like, he's pretty solid in coverage. He led all edge players last year with a win rate of 28%, with a pressure rate of 25.7%. He has 211 dropbacks through his career, and over that course, he's only allowed 12 receptions for almost 200 yards, no touchdowns, an interception, and 2 pass breakups to his name. So not bad, dude. You're going to love this guy's athleticism. You're going to love his explosiveness. He's going to be tough to deal with. Even in the NFL, dude, the dude just flies off the edge. It's just... You just kind of wonder about his size. That's the one interesting aspect here. And let's keep this rolling. And yes, Tyreke Smith, I'm giving him a first-round grade. I really think this guy can explode if Ohio State gives him the snaps he deserves, man. He's a former top 35 recruit from the 2018 recruiting class. Great combination of explosiveness and power. He had 33 pressures and 2 sacks on 154 pass rushing snaps. He had a 25.3 win rate, 22.3 pressure rate. I'm telling you, if this guy sees an increase in snaps, an increase in an opportunity, he could have a big 2021. Adam Anderson out of Georgia, another dude that just need to see a bigger sample size from. He's a former 5-star recruit, as is a lot of these guys. But last season, 51 pressures, or this is over the course of his career, because he's really only been used as a role, like strictly as a pass rusher. Like, he'd only come on passing downs. But 51 pressures, 7 sacks, all on almost 200 career pass rushing snaps. The dude needs to put it on weight. He's 6'5", 230. But again, that frame, I think it allows him to put on weight quite easily. Wouldn't be surprised if by the time of the draft, he's going to be in that 250 range. But yeah, watch out, man. He's going to be a sleeper. Kingsley and Agbear out of South Carolina. Hopefully I got that last name right. Let me know. But great size and length. Phenomenal athlete in general. 6'4", 270. Took a big step in 2020. He had 23 pressures, 7 sacks, and that was over 177 pass rushing snaps. That's important, man. You want to know these pressure rates and whatnot. Still, though, he's kind of unruly. Lacks, just in terms of technique. I feel like he doesn't really have a plan as a pass rusher, and if he does, there's no plan B. Like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Oh crap, it got stopped. What am I doing now? You know, still a bit raw in that aspect. So, very good prospect though, very good. George Karlaftis out of Purdue, man. Last year was kind of a wash year for him. And I think if he's gonna make a dent in this edge class in terms of trying to get into the first round, he's going to need to have a similar year to his freshman season. He needs a big bounce back year. Last year, again, he was kind of hurt, but insanely powerful edge with the ability to kick to the interior. Another guy that's 6'4", 270. He had 55 pressures, 8 sacks during that freshman campaign. Again, if this dude bounces back, he could fly up into that top 5. But this is just a really good edge class. And then Brenton Cox finishing off the top 10 here. Former 5-star recruit, and he was actually out of Georgia. He had to transfer. I heard multiple stories. Some was due to a dispute with coaches. Some accounts where he was unsatisfied with the playing time. Regardless, he ended up transferring. First year of Florida, he had an 18% win rate. Really kind of has a natural bend. Just want to see a bit more consistency with him, really, especially in the bigger games. But let me rattle off some of these other guys I got on the list here. Aiden Hutchinson's actually 11 for me. Extremely powerful hands, dude. The dude just controls the line of scrimmage, but it's just like what he does translates well in the NFL, leads to success. It's just not highly valued in the draft. That's just the way it is. Majai Sanders out of Cincinnati, great length. he looks skinny, but the dude's like close to 260. 76 pressures and 14 sacks over the last 2 seasons. And I know the competition there against in Cincinnati, it ain't great, but when he faced Georgia, he had 4 pressures and a sack. So, yeah, like these top 12 for me, like I could see these guys rotating a lot as the year goes on. It's gonna be wild. I got Mafe out of Minnesota. I probably butchered that name. Just need to see more. Like, he's used in such a limited role. I just want to see more playing time from him. Isaiah Thomas, not sure why he returned. He's a guy that could sneak into the day 2 conversation. I have Xavier Thomas out of Clemson. I think he's in a bad spot there at Clemson where he's not going to really produce well. He hasn't produced well since his freshman season. Ali Gay out of LSU. He's really slowed down the stretch for LSU. So let me see a full year of him just, being dirty. Tyree Johnson's interesting because he's a bit undersized there at Texas A&M. Same with Nolan Smith, just not nearly as productive as a guy like Adam Anderson. Nolan Smith's in there at 235, though, so that's a bit worrisome. Willie McDonald out of Iowa State. I saw Fox. They had him in their first-round mock, and I was just like, what the heck? Like, for me, he's an undersized edge rusher at best with, I don't know, his win rate's not great. So, I don't know, man. I think people are a little higher on him than they need to be. But maybe he breaks out this season. Owen Carney Jr. out of Illinois. Watch for this guy. He's also a late-round sleeper I liked him a lot last year. Keon White, he moves from Old Dominion to Georgia Tech next year. Watch out for him. If he can produce with the step up in competition, he could be a hot riser, but he's also, I think, a 5th-year senior. Demetrius Taylor at Appalachian State. Very interesting. Seems more like a interior guy. He's 6'1", 295. He's a 6-year senior, but dude has a 20.6 pass rush win rate. Watch out for him. Big Cat Bryant, man, he's transferring to Central Florida. I don't know if that'll do him any good. And then I finish off this list with Ali Fayyad. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. Out of Western Michigan. Probably going to be an undrafted free agent. What I saw from him, it's so-so. It's neither good or great. It feels like an undrafted free agent, simply put. That's it for the video, though. Go ahead, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and be on the lookout. I think tomorrow we're doing corners, which is probably my favorite position to evaluate, and we got a lot to talk about then. But until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.